In the heart of Mississippi, whispers of an eerie tale have been passed down through generations. It's a story that has seeped into the very soil of the state, a chilling urban legend known as Mercritis. The sun was setting on a typical day in the 1950s, casting long shadows over the small town of Pascagoula. The air was thick with the scent of magnolias and the distant hum of cicadas. But beneath the tranquility, a sinister undercurrent was about to surface. The first signs of the Mercritis outbreak were subtle. Men in the town began to act strangely, their behavior erratic and their health rapidly deteriorating. They were said to have contracted the disease from consuming large amounts of lead-based paint, a common ingredient in the era's household products. But the true horror of Mercritis was not in its effect on the men, but rather, on the women around them. As the men's health declined, they began to emit a peculiar odor, undetectable to their own senses but overwhelmingly potent to the women in their lives. This scent, it was said, had a transformative effect on the women, turning even the most gentle and loving among them into beings of uncontrollable rage. The women, under the influence of this strange disease, were said to descend into a state of homicidal mania. Their eyes would glaze over, their voices would become a guttural growl, and they would attack any man in sight with a ferocity that was both terrifying and inexplicable. The town was thrown into chaos as the women rampaged through the streets, their minds consumed by the inexplicable rage induced by Mercritis. The men, weakened by the disease, were helpless against the onslaught. The town's streets ran red, and the once peaceful community was transformed into a scene of unimaginable horror. As quickly as the outbreak began, it ended. The women, once the rage subsided, returned to their normal selves, left to grapple with the horrifying acts they had committed. The men, those who survived, were left scarred and traumatized, their trust in their loved ones shattered. The government and medical community, unable to explain or cure the disease, allegedly covered up the incident. To this day, there is no official record of the Mercritis outbreak, and the story lives on only in the whispers of the town's oldest residents. But the legend of Mercritis, the disease that turned women into killers, remains a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most peaceful communities. It's a tale that continues to haunt the town of Pascagoula, a ghostly echo of a past that refuses to be forgotten.